What's going on, guys? So in this video I wanted to go over how I earned premium solo in 2 days played on my Zero to Hero character. So right now you see 2 days played. This character I made in Bridgewatch because that was the most suggested by you guys. And yeah, so right now we're at 19 million. I canceled all my buy orders so I'd have enough for premium, which is currently 18 million, so I have 1 million to spare. Plus, I have some things that haven't sold yet from some of my market flipping. And so I probably have another, I would say maybe million or so that I'm waiting to sell. But in any case, I got premium and I wanted to go over my steps of how I did it. So I started off, and you guys could watch the first video I made. I posted on April 7th of I made 500,000 in 1 day, and this is where I played the most hours. So there's a spreadsheet here. So April 7th, 6 hours played. I did mostly, so I farmed some stone early on in the tutorial island, and then I did some skinning, and I didn't do any flipping the first day because I didn't have any silver. But about 6 hours, and you could probably make a lot more than me. I mean, this is just the process that I took because I wanted to get my skinning up to T8 because my other character doesn't have skinning. And it took me about I put at the end of the day I actually put all my silver into buy orders, but I didn't get any money from the flipping. So the first day I earned 500,000, probably a little bit more than that because I bought some gear, and then I put it all into buy orders. At that time I decided to start with mounts for market flipping, and I made a bunch of videos on market flipping, but in this instance you probably still could do it based on the prices here, but what I was doing, it was around 3,000 to 4,000 in the sell order and about 2,000 to 3,000 in the buy order. So I was making about 1,000 or so per mule, and that's where the bulk of my silver initially went to. And after about a few days, it kind of, the margins thinned out and I really couldn't trade that anymore, but I made a decent amount of money in the first few days with those mules. So I was doing some skinning, about an hour a day, and then about half an hour a day of flipping. And you could see what happens here. It's about, I was getting around 20% a day with only half an hour of work a day of flipping. And you can see how this grows, where the percentage is based on the total silver that I have in active buy orders. So each day I started off getting 100,000, which is about an hour of skinning worth. And then by, let's say, day 10, I'm getting almost 1 million per day with just half an hour of work. So that's the power of like the exponential growth of silver. Like the more money you have, the more money you could possibly make. And that's why I kind of like it, because it outweighs at like a certain point, you know, an hour of grinding. And so I started with mules, and then as I started getting more silver, I started looking at other types of items, or actually other types of mounts. Now riding horses are a good one. However, there's a lot of competition. Like, they sell a lot, but a lot of people are trading these, so it's hard to get your buy order on top because it quickly gets you quickly get outbid on these type of items. So I did a little bit of common mounts like that, oxes as well, transport oxes. And right now the margins aren't great. You might get like 5 to 10%. Over here it's a little bit better. Here on the expert transport, there's like 28% after taxes and fees. You might be getting 17%, which is pretty good. But again, you have to spend more silver because it's 35,000 versus, you know, the 10, 12,000. So those are the decisions that I'd make throughout the process. But I continue to just create more and more buy orders. And at the peak, I probably had 100 buy orders going on this character between buy and sell by the end of this journey. So by, as I mentioned, day 9, 10, I was getting about 100,000 per day of just flipping. And I was still doing some skinning because I wanted to get my skinning up to level 5 or 6. And by today, which is April 27th, I'm about 20 or so million combining my sell orders and my silver on hand because I canceled all my buy orders. So the main process that I worked on, and I made a beginner's guide if you guys want to check it out on flipping. But what I did throughout the process was, as I got more silver, I put it right back into this. So I went to skinning, I came back, any silver I got from flipping or skinning, I would put it right back into the market flipping. So I did some mounts, then I started doing some consumables like potions, healing potions. They sell pretty quickly. You can see here it's 4,400, and this one would be a good one to flip at this point. It's like 50% almost margin on that, which is crazy, and you rarely see that with an item that actually sells a lot. So this is one that I would be putting a buy order on. Right now I don't have. I'm going to use all this for premium, but energy potions, they don't sell as much, but the margin is over. This is like one of the highest ones I've seen percentage wise. Over 200% margin, which is crazy. But just go through the list and just look for items that you could flip and you could buy and sell throughout the process. Because if you're not using that silver, because once you buy your gear, you could just invest that silver into flipping and then just get more and more money until you get premium. And that's basically how I did it. I put the spreadsheet together just to show you the progress. I did make a video on the first day where I got the 500,000, and then a couple other videos on how I flipped items throughout I didn't do it every day, a video, but just to let you guys know approximately how much silver I made from skinning versus flipping, and how this flipping silver of profit gradually outperformed the skinning per hour, even though I was at like tier 6 at this point of skinning. It still outweighed it pretty heavily, considering I spent only half an hour on orders versus 2 hours on skinning. And over here is when I activated my 3-day premium. This is why it's double. And yeah, I mean that's the main way that I earn premium. Now on to my buying the premium, which I wanted to do for since I made this character. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to buy for silver. Okay. Okay, that was really weird. Okay, I was scared there for a second. Premium, I finally got it. I got my 3,000. This is what the best part of the new account is. You get the initial focus points, but the learning points is huge. 500 plus the extra ones I had. So the goal for this character, as I mentioned, because I don't have skinning, and skinning I feel like is the best one so far. I've done ore mining, wood cutting, stone cutting, or stone mining, but the thing is that you get, when you kill these animals, when you skin them, you have the chance to get the tomes, but you also have a chance to get these like babies, which you probably saw some clips here in this video, where you can get, let's say you kill an adept stag and you'll get a fawn, which is like 50k in itself, and then you might get a skinning tome as well, so you can get 2 things versus 1 thing of value compared to the other gathering professions. Okay, anyway, so my goal here, being that I have 565, is to get to tier 8 skinning on this character. Now it's going to cost me 400, 750 plus 200, 950 learning points. So by the end of this month, being that I get 30 a day passively, that's another 900 plus the 500 here, that's 1400. So I'll have leftover learning points by the end of this month. And I believe I will probably... I started doing cursed staffs because a lot of people use those builds, and I figured why not try that. It also has the Bridge Watch benefit here. Of cursed staff. However, I've been doing pretty good profit on my other character where they're refining hide, and this one has refining stone. So, I'm really maybe let me know in the comments below what you guys think, because I'm kind of leaning towards stone, especially because of the new update. They said that they're gonna make stone more valuable. So I don't know if they mean just the pure stone or the actual blocks, like the refined blocks. So that's my main goal for this character. Now what I'm going to do here is what I wanted to do also. This is another benefit of claiming all your chests. So I got the panther. I got this ring here. So I'm going to sell the panther. Quick 450,000 I'll probably get pretty quickly, and then I'm gonna open these chests and see how much I get from that. So right now I have 370 just from my Avalonian skinning knife. And oh, actually I mentioned I had tier 6 before. I only have tier 5. Never mind. So I have to go tier 6, 7, and 8 for skinning. Alright, so I'm gonna use all my chests. Alright, so we get 1 million just from all this stuff. And we get the 400,000. So we get like 1.5 mils just from that monthly reward. So I have that. So that'll be 2.5 million plus this. So I have 3.5 million on this character to start for the next month of flipping. And pretty happy with the success. Now I could have 2 characters that will gain focus. And maybe I will do stone refining as well as hide refining. So depending on the market, I could make a profit on either one. So that's the video. I went over how I earned it. I just bought the premium, future goals, and my plans for the learning points and everything going forward. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I have made some flipping videos in the past on how to make money, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.